this day
40 years ago, the magic began.
comes the sight and sound of KSOO television.
KSOO Television, the brainchild of businessman Mort Hankin. It turned into a family affair.
Oh, we were all so excited.
Mort's wife Sylvia hosted Party Line, a precursor to modern talk shows.
It was really sort of a potpourri of what's going on in the community, and not only Sioux Falls, but all around.
Local television ruled the airwaves. Red Stanglin's Trading Post, Ms. Carolyn's Romper Room, Bozo the Clown and his deputies, including Joe Hankin.
Our role as a Bozoville deputy sheriff was to distribute candy bars and pop and milk to everybody that came on the show. And
the technology then was primitive, more troubling sometimes. The studio floor at 8th and Phillips wasn't level.
The floor was at an angle, and if you did not turn your turret, we were talking one time, and all of a sudden I felt my headset being jerked. My camera's going out of the set.
On the early schedule from almost day one, the news.
This is Channel 13, KSOO TV, Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Ken Graham did the midday news, Danny Olson at the sports desk. Ward Swenson did the weather for a time, so did Ken Hirsch. Hirsch remembers 1968 when an airplane brought down KSOO's tower. In 1975, an ice storm did it again.
It's down. What's down? The tower is down. You're kidding me. Yeah. It just crumbled and down it was going.
Hirsch did the weather at noon, 6, and 10. He wanted a break.
He wanted to quit doing the noon weather. And he says, "You want to try out for the weather?" And I thought, yeah, right.
Jim Wagner got the job. He was paired with Susan McGowan, Sioux Falls' first female news anchor.
I still have people come up to me in the grocery store, and they will say, "Oh, I watch you every day. I haven't been on the air for 16 years.
McGowan says those were the early days of television. One of her telethon co-hosts, sports anchor Tom Maxwell. He loved his job, but couldn't always enjoy it.
I never got to watch an entire game of anything I ever went to, because I'd shoot the first quarter, I'd get a couple of scores, then I'd run to another place, shoot a couple things.
The first visuals for newscasts were still photographs. Eventually, stories were shot on film. One night, a young news anchor realized at 5 till 10, half the footage for his show had been erased. He punched a wall.
And I broke my hand. I broke my hand, so I came out to do the newscast. My hand is all swollen like this.
Those were Tom Rooney's early days at KSFY.
Kelly Eggers was probably the co-anchor that I seemed to fit best with, I think.
Eggers and Rooney were joined by Jeff Harkness on sports and Phil Schreck on weather.
That team really always will stand out in my mind and my heart as being something special.
Normally, you don't think of sports coverage as being risky or groundbreaking.
When we televised the first state high school hockey championship, that was fun because we really took a chance on that. And it was something that the people in South Dakota had never seen before.
Eventually, Jeff Boucher anchored the news. Many nights he was in Sioux Falls for the 6 o'clock and in Pierre for the 10.
Jumping in one of the news cars or race cars to get to Pierre. We got to Pierre at 7 minutes to 10. We did a live shot off the top with then the late Governor George Mickelson, and that was something pretty special.
When working on a story, there are times when reporters become part of the action. Christine Iverson was storm chasing one afternoon near Mitchell when hail started falling.
It knocked out our back window of our station wagon. It knocked out the rearview mirrors on our car. We had to jump in the back seat of the station wagon because we were afraid that the windshield was going to collapse.
Laura Shane got involved in a different way. She started KSFY's Wednesday's Child series, matching kids with mentors.
I think that had a lot of impact on the people's lives, and I was pretty proud of that.
Shane served as mentor for many future reporters, including Melissa Fritz.
That was the entire hook. That's like what made me get into this business. She showed me like how you put a story together, how you talk to the people.
There are stories we report we wish we didn't have to. KSFY reporter Ben Lee was one of the first on the scene when a tornado hit Spencer, South Dakota.
To see a whole town just devastated before any cleanup had begun was something I wasn't prepared for.
Later that same year, Sioux Valley Trauma 1 crashed near Spencer, Iowa, killing all 3 crew members.
And I know that will always stay with me. It's hard to cover some of those stories.
That's the past. What about the future? On the horizon, digital TV that will give KSFY 3 channels to program. The possibilities are endless.
29A will be ABC television network. 29B could be all kids shows. It could be all soaps. It could be all news.
40 years come and gone. It went by so fast. Tonight we celebrate what we've done with an eye towards what we'll do. It's exciting. We hope you'll be a part of it.
Till tomorrow, rest easy.